Happy New Year, Jaguar Nation. 2000. What year are we in? 2024. I thought
24. And like you know,
I thought we'd have spaceships by now, Coach.
not that
Unbelievable.
fast. Slow it down.
Yes, exactly. Hi, everybody. I'm Chris
We're
Powers.
still trying to do mobile ticketing and slow down a little bit.
This is the man, Roman Banks, right here, the athletic director. It's the Overtime Show with athletic director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar athletics. Here from the world-famous TJ Ribs on Acadian and I-10. A little chilly in Baton Rouge, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But we out here tonight. Jaguar
right.
showed up and showing out.
Jaguar Nation showed up. The only one I wanted to see was of Coach Doyle that was going to wear his shorts tonight, and he didn't.
He didn't wear them tonight. He didn't wear them.
Barry Doyle didn't show up in his shorts.
Well, he been at work grinding it out today. They got to get ready to leave at 4:30 in the morning, so pray for him.
Exactly,
all right?
exactly. We all know that we got basketball going on right now. Both teams, Lady Jags and the men's team, are 3-1 in conference play. But tonight, we reveal the 2024 football schedule right here. 12 games will be up right here that we'll play.
You got a lot of people
in 2024.
anticipating that release right now.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I'll give you one of those games. We'll play in New Orleans at the Bayou Classic again. Yeah, that's always 51st Bayou Classic. This time will be the home team, but all that will be revealed. Terrence Graves will be with us, the new head football coach of Southern University. We'll talk also about what's going on with the schedule, his staff, and everything else. Everything else is going on with that. It's coming out to great. We got all kind of other great sports going on right now. The indoor track and field kicked off last Friday at LSU. Yeah. Shanna Simon won the 400-meter, and Rashane Miller won the 800-meter. 12 Jaguars finished in the top 10.
Yeah, they did. That's big for us right now. And actually, they're getting ready to leave this weekend, going to Vanderbilt as well. And so we're excited about that. And look, we had about 10 to run their personal best at LSU. So, they often running pretty well right now. And,
right.
We anticipate this indoor season to be a pretty good one, then followed up with outdoor. So we're excited about it.
You know what we got to do next? We got to get Matthew Valera to see if we can run in the 40. Can we get him to see what he times out in the 40?
He say he running against you.
Oh, well, guess what? You better give me right to the 38 mark. We've got, how about men's basketball? Terrion Joseph named SWAC Player of the Week. That guy, when he came off the bench the other day because he was, dealing with some injuries, he came out. You could see him in that home game. He just took over the game. Yeah,
no question about it. The young man have a knack scoring the ball, and you got to give a shout-out to our coaching staff. Last year he led all junior college in scoring, and to go get that Scotlandville native and get him back in Baton Rouge. And first of all, Coach Johnson have brought a lot of guys from the area, right, back here, the surrounding areas. And I believe he probably have about 4 or 5 that we haven't had in a long time. And so, we're able to do this with some homegrown kids as well as going out, to the other states in the area, getting young men. I mean, we got kids that you don't know play that Eunice right down the street, and so we're thankful for that. LaPlace and Merrillville, all these small rural areas, we're able to bring these young men back. And so once again, that's a testament to staff kind of finding these kids where they are.
And I'm looking all over for my text, my invitation. Coach and him never told me the bowling team was going to Vegas. He didn't send me a text to go with the team and all that.
I thought you were going
I had my money ready and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We were going to stay at Caesars and all that stuff.
So money ready to do what? We're a state institution now.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, okay.
But they competed with toe-to-toe with some top 5 ranked programs.
Oh, yeah, right there. I mean, we were talking, and actually, those, I think they played probably about 5 teams in the top 20, right? About 5 teams in the top 20, and actually, like, Nebraska had to strike out to beat us in the end, and so several other teams had to do the same thing, and so, all girls bowling very well right now, and I'm excited. They leave this weekend going to San Antonio conference play. So, Coach Dahl has took our program to another level, and so I'm excited about what's going to happen this year.
The defending SWAC regular season champs.
Coach of the year. Just the coach of the year. That's all. Give him a hand right there.
There you go. There you go. Facility upgrades, soccer locker room installation, phase 1 and 2. How are we doing on that?
Oh, yeah. So we're excited. I'm pretty sure something's going to be released here real soon. I don't know if Coach Funno here, but the young ladies are walking back from the holidays, and they're going to see they new area. And, we're excited about the monies that were raised. And so this is another project that people so into the athletic department where they give through the foundation, the alumni, and they've been able to sow into us, and we've been able to go in and use those dollars and do some things that's necessary, right? And so they didn't have a space of their own, and we moved them to play in Montford Stadium to give them a better experience. And obviously, you know, it works, you know, trying to upgrade everything because they had a hell of a run this year, right? And so now they have a chance where they play it to have a locker room of their own where they can come in between classes and actually sit down, study, and actually get ready for practice. And so we're excited about it. You know, it's very nice lockers, and we're able to upgrade that area. And so phase 1 and 2 is finished. Now we're going in and put graphics in there and to beautify it a little bit, but it's a nice building.
Wow, can't wait to see that. It's going to be absolutely unbelievable. All right, so Jaguar Nation is always strong. They come out and support with all these teams, basketball, football, baseball, bowling, wherever. They always support athletics, but we are, of course, an academic institution. How about in the fall academics? Get this ready. Get ready, Jaguar Nation. 170 student-athletes got a 3.0 in the fall. 170. 65 of those student-athletes got a 3.5 GPA. 20 student-athletes finished with a 4.0 GPA. 32 fall graduates, Coach. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. And, you know, obviously I'm in this seat because that didn't happen a few years ago, right? And so we've been able to upgrade that. I think we had the leadership in this room, the head coaches. Give a shout-out to the student-athletes for doing their part. And look, you have to pull teeth sometime now, right? You got to say, you're not going to play this game. You got to do this. You know, go out there and give us some sprints because you missed class. But I do want to give our academic unit a shout-out. A lot of times, you know, it's always that, well, they didn't do something right because they making them take the right course. The kid don't want to take it, and they are always pulling and pushing those people. In our academic unit, I see Ms. Finity in here, but also led by Philippe Carter, who we brought in, and Ms. Dillon are doing a great job as we look. And that's a small unit of people. We need to hire more, right, because our ratio of student-athletes to advisors is not great. But we have gotten it better over the years. The grant helped us through the NCA that we applied for, and was able to get that to build our academic center. And we ask any alums or whatever, if you want to come in and visit us, you know, it's always open because that's something that have to be open early in the morning to late at night because of the schedule. And so that's one thing that I'm happy about, is that we are able to complete in the classroom. All teams are eligible for postseason play. I think, you know, not too long ago we only had 3 when I took over that was eligible, and so all our teams are eligible now. They continue to compete in the classroom and do well. So I'm excited about, more than anything, that imprint, because I think that you want to be good on the field and in the classroom. And I think that we want to make sure that when they're ready, they prepare for life, and we want to do it with outstanding character. And all our coaches and our staff epitome that, and I appreciate them very much.
No question about that. It's unbelievable. Congratulations on that. Very big honor. Indoor track and field, we talked about going to Vanderbilt on the 19th through the 20th. They'll also be going on the 25th and 26th at McNeese State Invitational, and then they'll go to South Alabama on February 4th. February 17th and 18th, the SWAC Indoor Championship. Bowling, as we talked about, going to San Antonio in 2 days. It's Friday,
yes,
for the SWAC Roundup, and then on the 26th and 28th at Prairie View Invitational in Arlington, Texas. So that'll be good. And then the SWAC Roundup again, round 2 in Mississippi, coming up on February 2nd through the 4th.
Correct. You know, we've been able to compete across the board, and you just read out, you know, how they moving around and what we have going on. And so, and we want to make sure that we do that with a taste of class and style as well. And so, once again, this gives me a chance to say that if you have a chance to sow into any of these coaches and their programs, we appreciate it very much. We just got through talking about soccer, but I also want to make sure that we mention, you know, in phases, that we have a volleyball locker room that we have to do, and we also have to upgrade our bowling team facilities as well. And so these dollars that we're generating, and we will be going on a what I call it, an athletic operation campaign, so we can get some help. And we're going to ask for people to give, because just think about it. You're talking about our academic record, right? So the only way that we can continue to thrive is that you got to give student athletes an opportunity to go to summer school. And so when you start talking about going to summer school, that's another $300,000 or $400,000 that we don't budget for, $300,000 that we don't budget for, that we need to raise so we can get each student the opportunity to go and get ahead and to be able to get out of school in 5 or 6 years. So these things are important for us, and I like to talk about it so people can give an understanding of the investment that they are making to the university.
No question about that. And speaking of that, because now we got a men's tennis team. Men's tennis will be on the 21st at South Alabama. 26th will be at UNO. On February 3rd, they'll be at Tulane. And then on the 9th at Lamar. Women's tennis goes to UNO, at Tulane, and UL Lafayette. So we got the men's and tennis.
I guess
doing
Jeff say, Coach, you're talking about all these other sports, but you just put a men's tennis team on me. What about our facility? But
that's it.
Obviously, we have a lot working in actually, the university, we're probably looking at moving our tennis courts here pretty soon. We have some space that have to be created for the university, trying to create some other buildings. And so we're working very hard to not to impede Coach Jeff in any way, Coach Connors in any way with his program. But, I know a lot of people come support them. So just be mindful if there are some adjustments. That's the reason why. But it look like that in the future, our tennis court is going to be in the back by the old barn right there between baseball and softball.
All right, cool deal. Will the train ride still for football be done, and the jumperoos and all that still on the old tennis courts? Can I go jump there before
you will? That's probably
get on the air?
It's probably going to be a parking lot, but they will be having something going on.
If I jump in a jumperoo, it'll fold like a taco. I'm telling you right now. All right, so we got a lot of big things coming up for Southern University. We'll continue to do that. This is our first year of 2024.
First show, huh?
First show.
Great show. Great attendance. Thank y'all very much. Give yourselves a round of applause again.
Yes, indeed. Jaguar Nation. Well, coming up, Coach Terrence Graves will join us on the show. We'll reveal the 2024 football schedule. And we'll talk about his staff and recruits and a whole lot more. That's all coming up when we come back here from TJ Ribbs on Acadian I-10. This is the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at
Let's go, Jaguars. Let's go. New year. Let's do it.
Are you interested in a college major with numerous career opportunities? Look no further than the Southern University College of Agricultural, Family, and Consumer Sciences. Agriculture is more than working on a farm. Our students are gaining hands-on experience and conducting cutting-edge research in the areas of agricultural sciences, family and consumer sciences, and urban forestry and natural resources. Our students also participate in internships and travel to national conferences. Our student organizations include students from diverse backgrounds with close bonds. These organizations provide our students with leadership and personal development skills needed to help them gain employment with top industry leaders. If you're not sure what you want to major in at Southern University, I encourage you to try Ag. For more information about the College of Agricultural, Family, and Consumer Sciences, visit our website at www.suagcenter.com or call 225-771-2242.
We're a nation of hardworking Americans, and businesses will always be the lifeline of this great country. As a business owner, you understand the importance of your reputation. In times of uncertainty, you need a real lawyer who's serious about protecting you and your business. You need a problem solver. You need the law firm of Clayton and Fouger. Tony Clayton is a proven trial lawyer. He'll defend you and your business to the fullest extent of the law. Protect your investment and call the law firm of Clayton and Fouger today.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score. Because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never, ever frozen chicken fingers. Craveable cane sauce. Crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Official chicken of Southern University.
Legendary Import Group. Exceptional service and a rare collection. You'll discover the only distinctive auto for the legend in you. We are legendary.
I am legendary.
I'm Team Legendary.
I am legendary.
I am legendary.
Now that's legendary. Stop by Legendary Import Group today, where our team is honored to serve you. We are legendary.
Legendary Import Group, the only place for legendary care.
Welcome back, everybody, here to the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics right here from TJ Ribbs on Acadian and I-10. And, of course, we're going to be talking football here with Coach Terrence Graves and talk about what's going on, of course, with football as we get ready. Right now, you've got some of your staff in, but you don't want to talk about the staff right now because they're still going through personnel, right? Background checks and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Our staff is 90% complete. Still have some young men, some coaches that we're looking to bring in and bring a part of the program. But of course, until it goes through the personnel part of it, we'll wait and release those names as time goes through.
All right. Now, of course, you new head coach. What was your feeling when you got that call from Coach Banks to say, "Hey, Coach, you are the new head coach, 21st head coach of Southern University"?
It's a great feeling. I always say to God be the glory. Had no idea that situation would come as it came, but I'm ecstatic. Been doing this a long time, preparing for it. Been patient, working the work, doing the work, putting the time in. So to get that opportunity, I'm ecstatic about it. Can't wait to get going.
All right, so here we go. The 2024 schedule football will begin August 31st at McNeese State and the Cowboys. That'll be a good game at Lake Charles, Louisiana. Always a good rivalry with that. Been close to the last couple of games. Southern had that game won at A.W. Mumford Stadium a couple of years ago. Just couldn't get it finished at the end. But at McNeese State, what do you think about that, starting it off in Lake Charles, Louisiana? And again, August 31st, because there'll be 12 games this year, not 11. So your thoughts about going to McNeese?
It's going to be an exciting time. Always looking forward to playing non-conference games, playing against the Southland Conference schools, waiting on our, time's going to fly by fast, so we'll be prepared and ready to go. They're going to have a great crowd, great atmosphere. I know the Jaguar Nation's going to be there in full effect, so we're looking forward to it.
No question about that. September 7th, the Pete Richardson Classic at A.W. Mumford Stadium. First home game of the year traditionally, so that's the Pete Richardson Classic. It'll be against Savannah State. That game has been noted at 6 p.m. at A.W. Mumford Stadium. And I know you being, of course, under Coach Pete all those years, it's special to have that game at A.W. Mumford Stadium.
No question about it. It'll be very special for me because of my personal relationship with Coach Richardson. But then also, it's our first home game. So I'm always going to be ecstatic about that. Found out the head coach at Savannah State, Coach Kelton, and I are really, really good friends. So when we were at the coaching convention, we were together and we talked about it and we laughed about it and, had a good time about it. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
Cool deal, cool deal. As Jim Kleinpeter pointed out, he's the advocate beat writer for Southern football and baseball. He's here in the house today. That's going to be a home game. And then after that, we're on the road for several games. This year we go to Houston twice, September 21st at Prairie View A&M at Panther Stadium. Always, of course, a tough place to play there at Panther Stadium. Of course, they were very close to the last minute to be in competition in the Western Division in the SWAC this past year.
Yeah, that's going to be a great time. Every game is going to be great, for me, for us. Going to PV and playing against them, they've done a good job the last few years. So we'll be excited to go there and play.
Then September 28th, open week, no game that week. And then on October the 5th, I'm very excited to have this back again. Nicholls State and the Colonels will make their way into A.W. Mumford Stadium. It's been a while since we played those. Back in the Pete Richardson days, used to be home and away, and it was a very good series down there at A.W. Mumford Stadium playing against the Colonels.
I tell you, it's funny because when I first came to Southern, we definitely played the Southland Conference twice, be it Northwestern State and Nicholls. So it's almost like a deja vu
Yep.
So it'll be great. We'll have a good time playing Nickel State, getting them back on the schedule. So, we're going to play those games that we got to play.
That's it. In 2026, we will actually go to Thibodaux for the first time in several years to play Nickel State there in 2026. October the 12th, we'll go back to Houston, Texas to take on Texas Southern and the Tigers in Houston, Texas on October 12th.
Yeah, we're doing the Texas two-step this year.
Yep.
Headed back to Houston to play Texas Southern. They have a new head coach as well, so it's going to be exciting to see them and play against them, to see what they have. Another conference game, so we'll be ready.
All right, and homecoming 2024 will be on October 19th. They're going to be happy to know their homecoming opponents. Alcorn State Braves will come in on October 19th at its homecoming. There'll be 10 million people on that state campus, and they're going to be sticking a hornet, and they just got a brand new coach, new coaching staff there as well.
Yeah, Coach Thomas and I, we were together at the convention. We didn't talk about the game or anything like that, but of course that's homecoming. The campus will be packed. It's Alcorn. Need I say any more?
Yeah. Oh, that ought to be fun. All right, October 26th, Southern University will go to Tallahassee, Florida, take on Florida A&M and the Rattlers. Right now, they still do not have a head football coach, so they've got, of course, Willie, very great guy, great talented guy, goes to Duke as a new running back coach. So always tough to play at Tallahassee, but it's a great trip. Tallahassee is a beautiful city. Reminds me a little smaller version of Baton Rouge. That ought to be a fun trip to take on Florida A&M.
Yeah, playing at Bragg Stadium in Tallahassee has always been fun for me. I love the atmosphere. Love to go in there and shake up the place. Talk about years ago we went down there when they were unveiling the statue for Coach Gaither. This was many moons ago.
Right.
And we beat them in overtime, and they turned the sprinklers on. And
That's
so,
right.
We talk about that amongst the coaches. We talk about how they turned the sprinklers on them after we beat them in overtime. So I'm looking forward to going there and having the sprinklers turned on again.
I was interviewing Coach Pete and thought it started raining, and I'm like, well, I'm going to electrocute here with this cordless mic. It's raining, and no, it was the sprinklers on. Like you said, we all got wet.
Yeah.
All right, so this is awesome. November the 2nd, it's a fun trip. It's a good ways trip. We haven't been at this location since 2016 when Southern University will travel to Huntsville, Alabama to play Alabama A&M and the Bulldogs.
Yeah, going up to Huntsville, facing Coach Connell Maynor. Coach Maynor and I go all the way back to the college days. So it's going to be great to go and compete yet again, going to Huntsville and having a great time. It's a great trip.
All right. November 9th, Bethune-Cookman comes into Baton Rouge at A.W. Mumford Stadium. That ought to be a fun game. November 16th, we will play against UAPB, Arkansas Pine Bluff. Thank goodness, because that trip to Pine Bluff is nothing. And if you break down in that area, good luck.
Well, I tell you, it's going to be another great, a SWAC West game, playing UAPB at A.W. Mumford. And anytime we can play at A.W. Mumford, it's always exciting.
And, of course, that some game on November the 30th, bye week on November 23rd, November the 30th, the 51st annual Bayou Classic. Don't want to put any pressure on you, Coach, but you're 2-0 in that game. 1-0 with that other school up north and 1-0 here at Southern University. But now you are the full-time head coach. Take on the Grambling State Tigers, 51st Bayou Classic. And we'll be sitting on the home side this year. By the way, the Superdome will be getting ready for the Super Bowl 59. And that side of the stadium we'll be sitting on, the home side, will be completed. So it's going to be a brand renovated Superdome, brand new Superdome for the Bayou Classic on November the 30th.
Yeah, that game, self-explanatory. We're talking about the Bayou Classic.
Right.
The granddaddy of them all. No pressure whatsoever.
No
pressure whatsoever. So, of course, when that time comes, we'll be ready to play and it'll take care of itself. It's
amazing how young you and I are, 24 years old, and you've been 26 Bayou Classics. I've been 22, so... but we were 4 years old when we got our first Bayou Classic, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, so now we got that going on. How's recruiting going? Obviously, it's big. You're getting your staff in together now. You got recruiting, you got transfers going on, that stuff. How's all of that going on for the football team?
Well, it's going well. Recruiting has changed in college football. There was a time where you had to have, everybody in by February the 7th. But now with the new recruiting rules and the portal windows, things of that nature, recruiting, I tell everybody, recruiting is fluid.
Right.
Now college football, we're having official visits in the summertime because of the transfer portal rules and all that kind of stuff. So you want to get the best guys for your program. I think that Coach Banks has done a great job, phenomenal job of allowing our staff to get out and to host and have visits and bring guys in, getting a lot of good responses. I'm not really concerned with wow and putting everything out there. Well, number one, we can't put it out there.
Right.
But, if those players, those guys that commit, if they decide to put it out there, then so be it. But the most important thing is we need to get the right guys for our program. We're looking for a guy that wants to be a great student athlete, a guy that's going to be a great football player and a great leader in the community. So those are the young men that we're looking for. Some coaches talk about getting game changers. We're looking for life changers.
Right.
So when you get those life changers, the game changing goes in life. So that's what we're looking for. And we've had some success, some young men that are going to be a part of this program and are going to get us where we need to go and do what we want to do for Southern University.
Right. I think it was Bobby Bowden that said at one time he could be a great athlete and what have you, but you're not a good team member if you don't have the right mindset. If you're not good in the community, good for the football team and what have you, and that's something that's huge as well. So obviously, at an average, an NFL coach has 5 weeks vacation during the year. A college coach, 2 weeks. Because of the now early recruiting in December and recruiting again in February and the 2 windows for transfer portals, there's no off time for college football coaches.
No, not really. But you have to make time. In life, it's about balance.
Right.
So those 2 weeks that we get, as you say, based on the stats, then I'm going to enjoy those 2 weeks.
All right, good deal. Well, thanks, Coach, again. Good luck, and can't wait to see you when we get all the February signings and your staff complete. We'll announce it right here and all that stuff.
That's good. Thank you for having me,
Coach.
All right, go Jags.
Right, that's right, go Jags. All right, we know that the Human Jukebox is the best band in the land. Yes. Now, HBCU.com wants to see if they are the best band. So it's a chance for the Jaguar Nation right now to go and vote. That's HBCU.com. Vote for the best band in HBCU. We know Human Jukebox is going to win it. So go vote again, HBCU.com, the band of the year. When we come back, we're going to be talking to Coach Carlos Funches, ladies Jags basketball. When we return right here at the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks, a closer look at Jaguar Athletics from TJ Ribs on Acadian at I-10. I see Coach Carlos Funches got his hot coffee already. Warming the body up. Back in a moment on Pelican Sports TV.
Ouch! You really hurt yourself. Did you know there's a health clinic right here on campus, just for you and all Southern University employees? That's right. Care South Medical and Dental's SU Clinic is located in the nursing school building and is ready to give you the quality and compassionate care that Care South is known for. If you're at work and you're not feeling well, come see us. Care South cares.
What I love about T-Mobile is that just about anywhere you go, you're going to have coverage.
Where I live is a rural area. The coverage has been awesome.
Reliable coverage is super important for me, for my business.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. Now take charge of your phone upgrades with our best Go 5G plans and be upgrade ready as early as every year with Go 5G Next at T-Mobile.
You've got a lot on your to-do list, but none of it happens without your health.
My blood pressure feels high right now, and I'm exhausted.
The story of your health lives in the story of your life. At Our Lady of the Lake Health, we believe healing you means hearing you.
I need to tell my doctor about this headache.
So no matter where you are, no matter what's on your mind, we're ready to listen. The doctor will hear you now.
At TJ Ribs, we are passionate about 3 things: great food, exceptional service, and Southern University sports. Whether it's a watch party, tailgating event, or family meal, we're here to bring the party to you. Go Jags!
my Louisiana, the day starts at 4 a.m. In my Louisiana, every meal is a celebration. My Louisiana really makes me wonder.
Ours is fast!
With real-life swamp creatures!
In my Louisiana, music is a way of life.
My Louisiana is sheer magic.
From sun up to sundown.
Till sunup again. What will your Louisiana be?
When you find your Louisiana, you feed your soul.
We're connected to the collection.
All right, welcome back, everybody, right here to TJ Ribs on Acadian and I-10. And got another announcement. I'm like Fred Sanford. I've got to put my glasses on every single time, but I don't have to look for a drawer. Remember, he had like a million glasses in one of the drawers?
That's right. I know the feeling, Chris.
I got to wear glasses when I read. I'm 100 years old. The Southern University Alumni Home Chapter presents its third annual Black Ball Jubilee of Legends Extravaganza, tribute to the Black Excellence, on Saturday, February 3rd from 7 to 11 p.m. at the Southern University Cotillion Ballroom. Tickets are available. We have a young man who's could be selling some tickets right here at this table right here. He's got his hands up right there.
All
so
right.
he's selling these tickets right there. Go by and get them. They're $75 a piece. Check it out. It's going to be fun. You wear tux, Coach?
I will for that event, for sure.
You like James Bond when you wear
That's right.
There you go. All right, we got some big games coming up right here, of course. On January 20th, this Saturday, we go to Grambling State University. 12 noon tip-off. It's going to be on HBCU Go. That's a big tip-off, always with Grambling State.
And they do a great job broadcasting the games also. I was really impressed with HBCU Go last year. But, it's going to be a rivalry game.
Right.
And we're going to have to step up to the task and go up there. It's going to be a hostile territory, and we're going to have to get the job done.
No question about that. Then the big games back here at A.W. Mumford Stadium, always flip-flops. January this year, we're on the road a lot.
Right.
And then next year, January will be at home a lot, and February will be on the road. But January 27th, we'll take on UAPB, the Golden Lions. It's Greek night and Coaches versus Cancer night. That'll be a Saturday, not this Saturday, but the next. A.W. Mumford Stadium. Yeah, we'll do like Iowa.
You close.
We'll play like Iowa in the big stadium, but no, it'll be at F.G. Clark Activity Center.
They're bringing in a championship quality squad. We played them for the championship last year,
right?
Tournament championship, and they have relatively the same team coming back. So, that's another game we're gonna have to step up and play well to get a victory. You have to defend your home court, Chris.
Right, and it was the height in that ball game that benefited them with like Jackson State, but at the same time, your defense locked down on them. It did the job at the very end, and you pulled away to close the end of that game and took away from that victory. And that was their first time ever in the SWAC championship game.
And I'm going to tell you what, they have some quality young ladies, some big players down on the post. Andrew Pete's little sister, Maya Pete. I say little sister. She's 6'5".
Oh, wow.
And they're bringing in another young lady that's about 6'6". So, they're always going to be a formidable opponent.
That's right. And then it's on the 29th. That's not this Monday coming around. It's the next, the 29th of January. It'll be Mississippi Valley State. It's First Responders Night and Coaches versus Cancer Night again there, too.
Well, that's going to be another game. No game is going to be easy this year. We're going to have to come out and battle each and every night. Mississippi Valley was down to Texas Southern by 20 points, I think, in the third quarter, and came back and won the game on the road.
Wow.
That was an impressive win for them.
Speaking of on the road, a game that all Jaguar Nation loves to go to, Lorman, Mississippi, at Alcorn State on February 3rd.
That's another game we're going to have to go in there. That's always a tough place for us to play. Probably over the last 10 years, we've split there. So we're going to have to go in once again, ready to play. And this league is extremely good, especially this year. It's going to be a lot of parity. So you're going to have to be ready to play each and every night.
And just from Alcorn State, make your way over because that Monday at Jackson State, that game will be a good one as well. That's a big one.
Well, they're the defending regular season champions, and They're going to be ready to go. That's always been a battle, especially the last 3 or 4 years. I mean, it's either us or them who've made it to the tournament.
No question about that. Then Alabama A&M comes here on the 8th. It's church night. February 10th will be Alabama State. Mardi Gras game and Senior Citizens Day. And then don't forget Grambling will be on the 24th of February. That's Alumni Night. Of course, this basketball team, Coach, they beat Oklahoma, your first Big 12 opponent that Southern wins in the history of their program. It is big, of course, big win for that. You're 3-1 in conference play. You've got some players on this basketball team. Genovia Johnson is still the heartbeat of this basketball team. What I love about Genovia, and I've always told you about that, if her mid-range jumper is not working, she's not afraid to bring it in with the Giants and do layups. And she owns that backboard, Coach. I don't know if she calls it every time she does it, but she owns that backboard.
Well, Chris, every time she steps on the court, no matter who we're playing, she thinks she's the best player on the floor. She's going to give you that energy each and every night on both ends of the court. She can guard, she can rebound, she can shoot the mid-range jump shot, she can drive all the way to the basket. I got a call from a WNBA scout today, and they're going to be at the Pine Bluff game.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Aaliyah Fontenot, obviously, when she's on, she can hit three-pointers. She had 2 quick three-pointers in that first home game that we had against Texas Southern right off the bat. And this must be point guard you. Because obviously I love me some Chloe Fleming, the left-handed wonder, and she's not afraid to take it in as well. But, Coach, Abillo, she is Spud Webb.
She's a spark plug. You know, she transferred in from Alcorn.
Yeah.
She's going to bring energy, not just every game, but every practice. You know, she's going to force you to step your game up. And if you're on the court with her, you're going to have to play extremely hard, or she's going to make you look bad.
And a great passer. She handles that rock very well, not only in the bounce, but also with her passes are right on target almost every time.
She can pass the basketball. She can shoot the spot up three. She can initiate our offense and get us into a rhythm. And she's getting better each and every game. She's kind of getting into the flow right now.
Sky Castro's looking good, too, right now to start off with. Obviously taking Raven White's place as Raven gets back, acclimated to playing. So Sky Castro's been looking good.
Well, it's a three-headed monster at that 5 spot down there. And the way this league is built with big girls, with Jackson State and Alcorn and even Arkansas Pine Bluff. I mean, you have to have at least 3 bigs. You're going to have 15 fouls. So they've been doing a great job. Sky has really stepped her game up this year. She was injured part of the year last year, especially in the conference. So she's getting into a rhythm. She started every game this year. Tiana Lidge has really started to evolve. She had, I think, 9 points and 6 blocks the other day against Bethune. So she's going to be a spark plug for us in the future.
No question about that. All right, Coach, good luck on the road this week.
Appreciate it, Chris.
Coach Carlos Funches, Lady Jags basketball. When we come back, Coach Kevin Johnson comes in and talks about the men's basketball, also 3-1. When we come back right here from TJ Ribbs on the K-9 10, it's the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. Closer look at Jaguar Athletics. I'm Chris Powers. Back in a moment right here on Pelican Sports TV.
The birth of legends are storied in this conference. We must never forget our rich history. We now turn our gaze to the future. The new legends will emerge. New heroes to arise. The Southwestern Athletic Conference. Be our history.
Legendary Import Group. Exceptional service and a rare collection. You'll discover the only distinctive auto for the legend in you. We are legendary.
I am legendary.
I'm Team Legendary. I am legendary.
I am legendary.
Now that's legendary.
Stop by Legendary Import Group today, where our team is honored to serve you. We are legendary.
Legendary Import Group, the only place for legendary care.
At TJ Ribbs, we are passionate about 3 things: great food, exceptional service, and Southern University sports. Whether it's a watch party, tailgating event, or family meal, we're here to bring the party to you. Go Jags.
The smart Baton Rouge business traveler travels out of Baton Rouge. Why? It's It's about not having to wake up hours earlier, fight traffic, and stand in long lines. It's also about BTR being closer, more convenient, with non-stops and short hops to anywhere your business takes you. Smart. So for your business, if it's about being one step ahead and not dead on your feet, then it's about time you flew BTR. Baton Rouge Metro Airport. It's about time.
What I love about T-Mobile is that just about anywhere you go, you're going to have coverage.
Where I live is a rural area. The coverage has been awesome.
Reliable coverage is super important for me, for my business.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. Now take charge of your phone upgrades with our best Go 5G plans and be upgrade ready as early as every year with Go 5G Next at T-Mobile.
I need to try it first.
I can't imagine a day without music. You go downtown, you can find some music. You come uptown, you can find some music. Monday night, they got music. Every night of the week, there's music somewhere. Baton Rouge is a place where it's easy to make friends, it's easy to hear some music, and it's easy to come back. We got the music, we got the food, and we got good people. So with that combination, you can't lose, right? You ever come to Louisiana?
All right, welcome back, everybody, right here. It's the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics right here with the man. And I'll tell you what, his basketball team is doing well. Went 1-1 on the road this week. Coach Johnson, talk about that with Bethune-Cookman and Florida A&M.
Well, we were excited about our first conference road trip and bust down to Tallahassee on Friday. Got in early enough where the guys could get a little bit of downtime in the hotel because it was about a 6.5-hour trip.
Right.
But I thought our focus in practice that night was probably as good as it was the night before Mississippi State. So going into that game, I felt really confident.
And the game with Bethune-Cookman, you guys were basically leading, I think, with about 4 minutes, 2 minutes, with 10 points, and ended up going into overtime and losing it just in overtime.
Tough ball game, up 14 with 9.5 to go. And it was one of those games where when things started to go wrong, it kind of snowballed and couldn't get back on top of it. Had a chance, but didn't get that game. But that's something we'll learn from, and I'm sure we're going to get better at playing with leads.
Terrion Joseph named the SWAC Player of the Week. When he came in that second game that we played against Prairie View A&M, you could just see he was focused. I mean, he was almost unstoppable. That kid is unbelievable.
There's no question about his talent. Terrion is a dynamic player. He can score at all three levels, and he's a quick twitch athlete. He's fast. He can jump, and he's our best player, and he's certainly fun to watch.
No question about that. Also, Damasi, number 22, to Jean Damasi, he looked very aggressive, more aggressive in that Texas Southern and that Prairie View game that I've seen him play. He was getting in there, getting some fouls, went to the free throw line a lot in that game.
John Damasi was very significant for our program because he was a point guard who was older and had some experience in the junior college ranks, and we needed him to perform right away, and I'm really happy with his development.
No question about that. And then, of course, your defense is what you hang your hat on, you said, and it's very suffocating defense. It gets teams frustrated, and you really see it. You wear them down in the first half, and in the second half, your team begins to pull away, and that's something that's good because you're wearing them down.
Well, Chris, that's how I was taught to play. Coach Kruger wouldn't play anybody. You could be the best offensive player in the world, but if you didn't play defense, you weren't getting in the game. And defense is something that travels. You're not going to shoot the ball well every night, so if you defend, you'll give yourself a chance to win.
No question about that. Now, you've seen on the road. You've got more road games coming up right here as you head for the road this weekend. So what are your thoughts about playing the games and SWAC play on the road?
Well, particularly this one. I grew up in Louisiana, so I understand the importance of this game coming up Saturday. And more importantly, we've got some players from Louisiana that understand what the Grambling rivalry is about. So we had a great practice today, and I'm looking forward to a great contest this weekend.
No question about that. It's always tough. It doesn't matter if they're playing checkers. Grambling and Southern want to beat each other. There's no question about that. Then Pine Bluff is another game that it's going to be a tough one. That is going to be here at F.G. Clark Activity Center on the 27th, Mississippi Valley State on the 29th. And Alcorn State, one of those gyms, and that gym, it's like it's spread out. However, on the bottom level, it's very close to the seats and to the bench, so they're right on top of you.
What's interesting about that is Coach Banks and I have had several conversations about the facilities in this league, and there are a lot of them that I just haven't been to, including the two we just came from, Florida A&M and Bethune. And Bethune had a tremendous home environment, but I'm looking forward to making the Mini Dome the best home environment in this league, and we need our fan support, and we've had them so far, and we want to continue to build that.
You beat two big teams start before SWAC season started. So where do you feel your team is now as far as you feel you have your starting five and who's coming off the bench? You feel that you've got that set now?
I really do. I'm really comfortable with the group that we put out to start the game. And up until the Monday night game at Bethune, I was really happy with our bench production. And so we didn't get enough production off the bench, and so it makes me think about tinkering with the lineup again. But I'm pretty comfortable with the five that's starting right now.
No question about that. And will you feel your weaknesses are for your team that you wish you're getting better?
Got to get better rebounding. Got to get better shooting our free throws. Interestingly enough, my philosophy is that if you're a 75% free throw shooting team as a team, you're going to win a lot of games. And in the games we lost, we were not that. And Monday night we shot 68% from the free throw line. That's not good enough. Right. We shoot 75 in that game, we win that game.
There's two things in tournament play. When tournament play comes around, you got to be good on the road because you're never going to play your tournament game at your home court.
That's right.
And you also got to hit free throws.
Got to make your free throws.
Those are two big things in tournament time. Coach, as always, thank you, my man.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck this week against Grambling. A perfect time for you to go see Grambling State and Southern University, and again, that game at Alcorn State. And then we return back at home on January 27th and 29th. When
go
we come
Jags.
back, Coach Matthew Valere will be with us. We'll be back right after this time out here on Pelican Sports TV.
On your to-do list, but none of it happens without your health.
My blood pressure feels high right now, and I'm exhausted.
The story of your health lives in the story of your life. At Our Lady of the Lake Health, we believe healing you means hearing you.
I need to tell my doctor about this headache.
So no matter where you are, no matter what's on your mind, we're ready to listen. The doctor will hear you now.
Are you interested in a college major with numerous career opportunities? Look no further than the Southern University College of Agricultural, Family, and Consumer Sciences. Agriculture is more than working on a farm. Our students are gaining hands-on experience and conducting cutting-edge research in the areas of agricultural sciences, family and consumer sciences, and urban forestry and natural resources. Our students also participate in internships and travel to national conferences. Our student organizations include students from diverse backgrounds with close bonds. These organizations provide our students with leadership and personal development skills needed to help them gain employment with top industry leaders. If you're not sure what you want to major in at Southern University, I encourage you to try Ag. For more information about the College of Agricultural, Family, and Consumer Sciences, visit our website at www.suagcenter.com or call 225-771-2242.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score. Because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never, ever frozen chicken fingers. Craveable cane sauce. crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Official chicken of Southern University.
We're a nation of hardworking Americans, and businesses will always be the lifeline of this great country. As a business owner, you understand the importance of your reputation. In times of uncertainty, you need a real lawyer who's serious about protecting you and your business. You need a problem solver. You need the law firm of Clayton and Fouget. Tony Clayton is a proven trial lawyer. He'll defend you and your business to the fullest extent of the law. Protect your investment and call the law firm of Clayton and Fouget today.
In my Louisiana, the day starts at 4 a.m. In my Louisiana, every meal is a celebration. My Louisiana really makes me wonder.
Ours is fast!
With real-life swamp creatures!
In my Louisiana, music is a way of life.
My Louisiana is sheer magic.
From sun up to sundown.
Till sun up again. What will your Louisiana be?
When you find your Louisiana, you feed your soul.
All right, welcome back, everybody, right here to TJ Ribs on Acadian I-10. This is Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks, a closer look at Jaguar Athletics. I'm Chris Powers. Got the man Matthew Valaire, CEO of Care South Medical and Dental. What's up, my man?
Chris? Doing well.
And he's involved in everything. We're going to talk about that in a moment. By the way, the correction on that is HBCUsports.com. Vote Band of the Year. That's HBCUsports.com. Also, something else to talk about. It's brand new. You're involved in it. Let's talk about, first of all, you are the big guy for the Hardwood Club. Tell us about the Hardwood Club at Southern University.
Well, the Hardwood Club is one of the booster clubs, a fundraising arm for SU Athletics with a purpose to really support men's and women's basketball. So we have 15 members, similar to a basketball team. Some of our members are here tonight, Judge Tarvel Smith, Mr. Dominic McClinton, as well as Derek Smith. But have folks that want to give back to Southern, have ties to Southern, and doing a lot for athletics.
How can people join the Hardwood Club?
Well, it's exclusive right now. We're going to talk about bringing in some additional members. So it's a 15-member club, and that's all it is right now. But we'll vote on getting more members in.
And you guys all kind of events, including a brand new show. It's Inside Jaguar Basketball with Coach KJ basketball show on Thursdays at 10 p.m. You're going to do it on Fox 44. And it is broadcasted from the F.G. Clark Activity Center.
Yeah, we actually filmed it yesterday, the second show. So tomorrow night at 10, it'll air. We have 5 sponsors. Another fundraising piece that we do, we've brought in about $30,000 for the show. So just to highlight the basketball team, Coach KJ, and the work that he's doing.
So the Hardwood Club, what is your end goal on that? Is to raise money for basketball, men's and women's, and to do, because already, let's talk about that now. I can't wait for it to happen. You got a new table on the score side, on the scoring side of F.G. Clark is coming out.
Yeah, we have a digital scores table, as the AD was talking about, upgrading the facilities, so that digital scores table should be available at the next home game on the 27th. So that's one thing we've done with the golf tournament that we have each year. We raised over $80,000 this past year. We gave $20,000 to the golf team, men's and women's golf, Coach Smith and Coach Pope, in addition to helping pay for the new basketball court and that digital scores table. So each year we want to do more to help athletics.
Of course, and you were Care South, CEO of Care South, those beautiful chairs on courtside. I love those chairs. They won't let me have one. But those chairs are nice.
Yeah, so that's another thing. As a Hardwood Club member, you get 2 of those seats for the season. So that comes with part of the membership.
That's an awesome deal. We're going to talk about Care South in a moment, too. You're also co-chair of the Southern University Athletic Gala, which will be in August as well. Tell us about that coming up and how people can get tickets for that.
Yeah, the second annual gala will be August 23rd with Back to the Bluff weekend, along with fall scrimmage. So those tickets are probably, and sponsorships will be available within the next month or so.
And people will be happy to know I will not be singing at this year's concert. It broke my heart. My family was coming. Everybody was coming. I had the neighbors coming and everything like that. It was going to be a big show, but I understand.
We won't have you sing, but we'll have you dance.
You don't want that either. You don't want that either. Care South Medical and Dental has been a big sponsor for Southern University. There's no question about that. You provided great funding for Southern University. You have a center right there on the Southern University campus, a location right there on campus.
Yeah, we made the commitment. This is year 4 of that 5-year commitment. So we gave $1.4 million to Southern over that time.
Wow, give that up, huh? Isn't that unbelievable? $1.4 million for Southern University. Care South Medical and Dental. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and we funded, athletics, the band, the nursing school. So Southern is near and dear to my heart, as well as a lot of employees of Care South. So
no question.
Wanted to give back to an institution that has given back so much to us.
No doubt. And so you've been a big part of Southern University, and there may be some companies out there wondering, okay, should I get involved? What has the partnership with Southern University meant to Care South Medical and Dental?
Well, definitely the exposure and the branding. We've seen a lot of growth as well as location patients. We've seen our patient population grow from 5 years ago about 10,000 patients to we're over 18,000 patients now. So that branding and just being in the community and with the partnership with Southern has really helped to impact that.
You know what I love about Care South Medical and Dental, which is unbelievable? Care South Medical and Dental gets involved not only with women up there who may be pregnant, obviously coming up there, you've got a great center for that, also mental health, dental, and what have you, but also COVID shots. You guys were providing unbelievable amount of COVID shots during that pandemic.
Yeah, that was a lot of work. So kudos to the staff for being there for the community during COVID with vaccines, with testing, being on the front line. So that was not only important to me, but to the staff to take care of the community in that time of need.
No question about that. Well, thank you for everything you do. Again, that's on Fox 44 on Thursday nights at 10 p.m. Jonah, you've got some stuff to give away here today?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. We got 4 tickets to Arkansas and Pine Bluff, NCAA men's basketball, and then also 4 tickets to the Mississippi Valley State. We're going to start off with the Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Oh. And we've got a young lady who's going to.
We got a special guest.
This lady?
Let's do it.
She looks familiar.
Do you know this lady? Tell them about your name.
My name's Addison.
And who is your dad? 2 points. You're going to draw the names for the 4 pairs of tickets. Here we go. What do we have? We have Ray Doyle. Ray Doyle. Congratulations. And we've got another pair to give away. All right, and we have Davis. Is it Kim Davis?
Kyron.
Kyron Davis. Like I said, I got to have my glasses like Fred Sanford. I got to have my glasses to get that, man. All right, thank you. Tell about your age. What school you go to?
I go to Zachary High.
Zachary High? Okay, cool deal. And your dad's pretty special, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, all right.
I guess. You ain't getting none for Father's Day. All right, so thank everybody. We got some delicious food right here at TJ Ribs. As always, have a good one. We'll see you in 2 weeks right here on Pelican Sports TV. Stop it, Simon.